How is it still too early? Seriously, I'm tired. Well, good morning, SHunShiners and possibly SHunShaders. I'm in the parking lot of my work, so I guess the secret's out. I work at Home Depot. Okay, so I'm at the mall again, even though I said I'm gonna start getting stuff from the supermarket. Well, depending on what I get at either the mall or the supermarket, the cost is actually about the same. Also, the second reason why I'm here is apparently I worked too much. I can only have 29 hours. I could have less, but I can only have at most 29 hours, and apparently I am an hour too much. So I have to not work for an hour. So instead of an hour lunch, I have an hour and a half for a lunch, I believe. So that's pretty cool. Maybe I'll go to B-dubs. I don't know. So there's an ATM right there, but that doesn't make any sense because there's another ATM way over there. The one way over there is bank specific, so I guess that's why. So I wonder how many people think I got stood up on some sort of date because I'm wearing a nice shirt. I'm sitting alone at a restaurant around lunchtime. Just curious. I mean, it didn't help that I got two blue cheese dipping sauces with my shareable 12 boneless chicken wings. Oh well. Awkward cut. Well, I just spent way too much time calculating the tip because I left my phone in the car and I suck at math. In case you're wondering how I did calculate the tip, is someone was kind enough to lend me their iPhone and I calculated out the tip. Yeah. I know, it's sad. I should know how to calculate the tip in my head. And I got it correct in my head, I just wasn't sure because I'm used to having a calculator to double check myself. Now that I have my phone, I just looked at the time. If I had my normal hour-long lunch, then I would be going back now. In fact, I would be rushing back because it is 12:31. But because of the extra time I was allotted, I think I have another half an hour plus 20 minutes on top of that. So possibly another hour. Interesting. So I came home from work, and then almost a half an hour or so later.
I came home from work, and you could point towards work.
Well, until today, I didn't even say where I worked. Anyways, I came home from work, and then about a half an hour or so later, we are now leaving, and yes, I'm wearing a different dress shirt than I was, because we're going to a play, as I mentioned in yesterday's vlog.
Technically a musical.
Yeah, it's a musical, which is a form of play. Anyways, and as I said yesterday, it is a musical version of Mel Brooks' parody Young Frankenstein. So it should be interesting. My mom got tickets using a Groupon. So we're hanging out at a Gunquit Beach before the musical, and I think we're actually leaving now. We were hanging out. I wasn't recording because I was very thirsty and was using this one hand to drink this, and then the other, I guess, was holding onto my DS for some reason. I was gonna play it, but then I got distracted by the beach. You know that place in a Gunquit? No, seriously. Do you know of that place in a Gunquit? It's literally the name of that restaurant. It would be cool to eat at that place in a Gunquit, but we're going to another place in a Gunquit, which is not called another place in a Gunquit. It is called, I believe, Katie's. So now we're at Katie's, and as I was making a post about that place in a Gunquit, I realized that a Gunquit is spelled O gun, quit. Like exactly like that. Except there's no H in the O, which is the letter. Just thought that was cool. Well, it is currently intermission, and it's quite interesting. Apparently, Mel Brooks actually had part in making the musical. He wrote the lyrics, the music, helped with the book, and it does, as far as I can remember, follow the plot of the movie, which had no music in it, and it's actually hilariously funny. I could see my friend Josh as playing Dr. Frankenstein / Frankenstein. So when I got home from work, we had to rush off to the play. I did not show you that my mom decided to rearrange my room. My bed is in the same place, but the desk is moved over. The trash can is no longer under the desk, but I can fix that. And the bookcase is moved over, and it's now next to the dresser. So my mom decided to rearrange my room, all because my desk used to cover the air vent. So the air did not really circulate in my room, but it didn't matter because I have a fan. But we need to sell the house, and we don't want people thinking, why doesn't the ventilation work in this room? So she moved my room. Now I can't put my feet on my bed while sitting at my desk chair. Oh well. I could probably rearrange the rearranged room to make that possible again, but I really don't feel like it. Well, you can blame my mom for me being 2 days behind in vlogs, possibly, unless I want to stay up really late, which I probably will since I don't have work until noon tomorrow. Because when she was moving my desk, she tried to move the computer. The computer was connected to the external hard drive. The external hard drive was talking to the computer for various programs, namely Final Cut Express 4 and iTunes. So when she disconnected it, my computer kind of freaked out. She then exited out of all my programs, saving what prompted her to save. So at least she didn't, not save something. And she had to then shut off my computer and unplug everything to move it. Which is the right response, but she should have done that before trying to unplug things. Anyways, so in the process of stuff, it lost the rendering or has to re-render, and you know how long that takes. Currently, if it'll focus, 41 minutes. Still not focusing, but I was able to read it outside of the camera. So yeah, that'll be rendering for the next 41 minutes. Then it has to export, which can take God knows how long. And then I can upload it. And then I can start working on the next vlog. Which, if I didn't have work, I would have gotten up. But I had work. And such. So I'll probably be 1 to 2 days behind for at least another day or so. Because apparently this week, I have 3 days off in a row. So I'll work on fixing that. I do have a video to upload tomorrow on Monday. I'm going to upload the potentially epic, kind of cheesy trailer that I made for film and animation. Because I'm not partnered on the SHunShine show. So if I get a copyright flag, it's not as big a deal. So yes, that'll be up, and I will include links and such, and such and such. So yeah, definitely have to get better at getting these things up, especially with work, because I hate being a day behind. Now 2 days, possibly. Okay, transition. And if you're wondering why I'm not worried that this thing was unplugged while it was still in use, and my computer gave error messages, because it has been unplugged multiple times, dropped a couple times, even had liquid spilled on it, and it really has yet to not work. Wait, I need to find some wood. Crap. There we go. So it hasn't broken yet, so hopefully it'll be fine. Ugh, knock on wood again. Yes, I'm superstitious when it comes to some things. Like, I guess, jinxing. Go figure. It just occurred to me that I never made a post-Act 2 review of the play, so I can actually have the whole play on my mind. It was hilariously funny, but what can you expect from a Mel Brooks creation? I also liked how they made a reference to History of the World Part 1, another Mel Brooks work. So, yeah, it was kind of funny. But you have to know that History of the World Part 1 is a Mel Brooks thing. But yeah, it was funny. So the fact that my mom kind of moved various pieces of furniture around in my room added to the fact that it no longer really feels like my room. Well, anyways, in a couple months, I'll be moving to a whole new room anyways, so why get comfortable? I don't know. Anyways, before I say goodnight, I want to try something. Okay. Frau Blücher. I didn't think we owned horses. Okay. That happened in the play. I never thought it would actually happen in real life. Interesting. Good night, who's ever's watching this. See you tomorrow. Well, I won't see you, but you will see me.
There's a vlog on the web featuring Ben STALK that he shoots every day as he walks and talks. If you're Bigfoot in the woods or producers in LA, you should stop all your shit and watch SHunShineSHate. 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 Has nothing to do with Florida, but it's great. If you can't wait, don't get irate. Just stay in your sheet, 'cause it's SHunShineSHate.